Hey, welcome to Girl Talk. We are downtown today having ourselves a lovely time at the Great Dane. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Fantastic.
I'm excited to chat with folks later in the show. You know, they say diamonds are a girl's best friend, but you know what else is? Whiskey. And we're going to learn about that later today.
I like that.
So we can't wait. You may notice we have a fabulous, well, I guess guest. You're not really a guest to us, but this is Lisa, who joins us because she works with us at the station. And when I say works with us, I really mean makes sure that we're all on point, keeps everything going, and we can't live without her. So thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Everything running.
Yeah,
that's
literally.
not an over-exaggeration.
No. So, but we're going to give you a little bit of a station update today because there's a ton of stuff going on. We're so excited and proud to be. This is a cool time for us. So, Lisa, share with us some of the things that are going on.
Well, I think the most exciting thing is we have now QVC. We are airing QVC over the air. And what's exciting about that is now you can buy jewelry in your pajamas. And clothes. I mean, you don't have to leave the house now when it's snowing outside. You can be like, well, I'm just going to turn on QVC, and I'm going to order that.
Does it ever happen to you guys where you put on something like QVC and then you look at the clock and it's like 5 hours later and you're like, I've been watching this for 5 hours. I have nothing left in my bank account. Like, how did I get here?
But I look fabulous.
But I look great, so we're good. I don't know.
That's when all the boxes come and you're like, oh, I really ordered all that.
But it's so great to be able to shop without leaving the house. I love that.
Yeah, but we're also having a lot of other great shows. Like Dr. Oz is coming this fall. We'll have Dr. Phil, TMZ Live. So we have so much going on that, I don't know how we're all keeping sane at this point.
It's because you're keeping us. Yes, that's the reason. Yeah. So many fun things. It's such an exciting time to be part of the station because we are independent.
Yes.
Independent women, right?
Drinking whiskey.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Talking
about
QVC.
us.
Yes, no problem.
We appreciate it. We got lots to talk about today. As I mentioned, we're going to chat with the Great Dane a little bit later and maybe get a little Whiskey 101. I'm excited about that.
Awesome.
We are also talking we got Mama in the house. We got it's the Mama, to be specific. Madison Area Music Association is joining us to talk about their fantastic Grammy-like award ceremony that is coming up this spring.
Such a cool event to have in our community.
It really is. And a lot of meaning behind that I think you'll want to stick around to check out. And then, of course, we're talking about another fantastic kind of girly topic because we got Moments to Cherish Bridal joining us, but we're actually, guys, this is for you. This is all about tuxedo rental and making sure you're on the ball. So they're going to be with us after the break, so stick around. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are downtown today, having a good time here at the Great Dane.
Always.
We're going to chat with those folks a little bit later in the show. Always look forward to it. Right now, we are talking about such a fun topic for us ladies. We get to dream about our wedding dresses, prom dresses, all of those things that we plan out so far in advance because we get so excited about it. But guys, you know who you are. You forget, and you wait until the last minute. So we're going to cover that today and make sure you got your tux in order. This is Arlene DeForest, who is the owner of Moments to Cherish Bridals in Verona, and we're so glad to have you.
Thank you for having me again.
So we love chatting with you. Of course, we love talking about brides and prom dresses and all those fun things, but we got to talk about the guys, right?
Right.
So tell the guys
straight.
Yes, that's right. Tell the guys at home, how soon in advance do you need to order your tux for a big event?
It's best if you can do it as soon as possible. You don't want to do it more than 6 months in advance, but about 2 months in advance.
Okay.
Because of the simple fact that the company will make sure that they have enough tuxedos to accommodate what you want and in the style and color you want, so forth.
Absolutely, and there's a lot of different styles and colors, so what if some people are paying attention to your interview right now and ordering and getting on the phone and doing what they need to do. What if they don't? Are they going to be able to still get a certain style? Is there a lot of options out there?
There's options out there. They may have to go with their second or third choice, especially prom boys.
Prom boys. Listen, prom boys.
So anyway, but most wedding parties get their first choice.
Okay,
Sure.
good.
You know when
good.
you see those really crazy, funky options and they try and pull it off, like they just really wanted to pick something unique?
Yeah.
I think those were the late orderers.
There you go.
Like the ruffles and all the stuff.
Right.
I love those. I don't know.
Are there
the
any
white.
promotions for anybody right now who's looking to
Right
rent?
now, as far as wedding parties go, is we have a promotion going on to the end of this month. If you get your name in, it doesn't matter when your wedding is in the 2017, it's rent one tuxedo, get the second one half price.
Oh, very good.
And then
Awesome.
as far as prom boys go, there is a $40 coupon that
Oh,
you
that's
can
nice. Yeah.
I just love the term prom boys.
I know, that's really
Yeah,
a good
It's just
one.
fun to say.
And now that everyone has an incentive to get out an order, you're even offering a promotion. So
Yeah.
2 for 1, guys.
Don't wait.
Along that line, so buy one, get one half is obviously a great deal, or $40 off. But what are sort of the price ranges of the
They
tuxedos?
range from 140 up to 210, and it just depends on which group of tuxedos you pick. The newest styles are the more expensive ones, and then you can get the cheaper ones too, and they look just as nice.
Sure, just
The
like a car,
classics.
right?
Right.
Last year's model's a little less.
Right.
That makes sense.
If you're doing your order timely as a prom boy or a gentleman that's going to be in a wedding, when would you expect them to come into the store for pickup or trying on or all the things?
Basically, we ask that usually the tuxedos come in the Monday before the event.
Okay.
And we ask that they please be in by Wednesday before the event, and of course that for guys who are in the wedding parties from outside of the area, we expect them to come in as soon as they can, because then if anything needs to be adjusted, like the sleeves on the jacket or the pants legs, the length, we can do the adjustments, and we do those in-house. We don't ship those out at all.
Good.
If shirts or whatever don't fit, then we have time to order it from the company and they get it shipped into us.
Sure.
I have to ask, because everybody's seen these movies, do you have situations where, prom boys, or especially men that are going to be in weddings, come in like the day of or the day before and
Oh,
are
of course.
scrambling? Is there a funny
course.
story or anything, that would stand out in your mind?
We had a really busy day recently, and this gentleman, among all the people that are in the store, comes walking in and he goes, I hate to ask, but is there any chance I can get a tuxedo by Friday?
Oh, my.
And this was, I think it was almost not quite a week beforehand. And I said, oh yeah, as long as we, get the measurements and so forth, we can get it in. And he found out at the last minute that his son was getting an award through Armed Services.
Oh, that's really
And
special.
so
yeah.
there's this big
That's so
big
sweet.
ordeal.
That's
Yeah,
a sweet
well,
thing.
you saved
That's
the
the one
day.
exception that you can come in late.
Right.
Got something good like that.
All right, guys, now you know the deal. So make sure you go visit Moments to Cherish over in Verona for all your tuxedo needs. Thank you so much for joining us, Arlene. It's always fun to chat with you.
Thank you.
We're going to be back. We've got lots more girl talk ahead here at the Great Dane, so please stick with us.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are at the Great Dane downtown today, and we're so excited to be here. And we've got a birthday in the house.
We're celebrating.
Happy
That's why.
birthday. Yes, that's why she's here today. This is
should be.
Beth Kelly, and she is the executive producer of The Mama. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's the Madison Area Music Association. So excited to have you here today, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Thanks for celebrating with us.
Maybe the staff will come sing a little
Yes.
ditty and
But
put
we'd
you
like
to
to
work.
get cake to be brought in, or something like that. So tell us a little bit about what the Mama is.
Well, the MAMA is the Madison Area Music Association. It's a nonprofit organization with the mission of putting instruments in children's hands
Yeah.
in the Madison area and also supporting youth music programs.
Oh, that's incredible.
What a nice organization. And you have a really special awards show that I believe is coming up. So talk to us about the Mama Awards show.
Well, the award show is actually on June 18th, but
Okay.
there's a lot of preparation that goes into it. It's basically Madison's version of the Grammys. So we have a red carpet celebration where there's bright lights and videos, people getting interviewed, and then we have the awards program where of course there are performances by local musicians as well as awards that are being given out for best rock album, best R&B, pop album, hip hop, all these different genres you can think of. We also give out special recognitions to a Lifetime Achievement Award winner, as well as a Student and a Teacher of the Year award.
Oh, how nice.
That's wonderful.
How much
And
fun is that, too?
A great time of the year. There was just the Grammys recently,
Yeah.
so you put it in the right time of the year, so that's smart. Thank you for being involved in this, first of all,
Oh,
because
my pleasure.
as a parent, I just know in schools, music is not supported as it used to be, and
Yes.
it's steadily, declining. So thank
Yes.
you for doing this as a nonprofit. That's really, really
Well,
important.
we love it. We've been able to give over $70,000 back to the music community.
Wow,
over the last
that's
6
incredible.
years, so,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
It's really, it's amazing to see what the kids get out of this work. So.
Yeah, tell us about the benefits that the musicians get for being involved.
Well,
please.
so the award show kind of feels like it's more directed toward the grown-ups, really, even though we do recognize some of the students, but the awards are given out largely to local musicians who are older and a little bit more established. But speaking as a person who, before I got involved with the Mama, was a musician just trying to get a Mama award, having won some of these awards, it really has boosted my resume.
Yeah.
And it's something I can put on my website, something I can put on a poster. It's something I can, when I'm trying to book a venue, I can say, hey, my band won Artist of the Year. So that's a huge resume booster, and it gets you a lot more status and can help you get into places that you might not have been able to otherwise get into.
Really impressive.
Now, the Mama has been around for some time, the award show, right?
Yes, this is going to be our 14th show.
Wow.
Yes, so
Right.
2003 was the year that the organization began, and 2014 was our first award show.
Wow.
Or 2004 was our first award show.
So a lot of street cred
Yes.
with that.
Yes.
Just hearing Ellen
Well
say
established.
street cred made it all worth it.
Nice way to stick that in there, Ellen. That was good.
Just telling it how it
Such
is.
a G. Let's talk a little bit. We got about a minute left, and I want to make sure that we touch on some of the most impressive or outstanding moments from the award shows. I'm sure over the years you've got a few logged in your memory that are really exciting.
Musicians are quite a spontaneous lot. They're, we've had people like run up on stage when they win an award and surf crossed on their bellies. And last year, one of the punk bands that lost to another punk band staged a sword battle between the bands when the recipient was up there receiving their award. It was all in fun. They were great friends. But I think my favorite moment from last year's show was when the Teacher of the Year stood up and gave her acceptance speech. Aww. When she received her award, the crowd stood up and gave her a standing ovation. Because really, that's why we're there. We're supporting the education, and she really just embodied what the whole point of the evening was and what the Mama organization is really about.
So cool when people get that and get that recognition.
Yeah.
The Full Circle.
Yes.
If people want to know more about the Full Circle with Mama, can you tell them where to
Yes,
go find more
please
info?
visit themamas.org. You can find out lots of great information on our website. The voting is open right now for the first round of the awards that closes on March 13th, so you can register to vote. And also, please visit us on April 2nd at the Brink for the finalist announcement party, so we find out who the top 4 candidates in each award are.
Fun.
How exciting.
Love it.
So much
Fun.
stuff going on.
Yes.
Thank you again for being with us
My
today.
pleasure.
And again, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
We appreciate you celebrating it
absolutely.
with us.
Emily, take us out with that, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Come on. Oh, with
Stay with us. We'll be back. Welcome back to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us. It's the moment you have all been waiting for, that you've heard about throughout the show. We are at the Great Dane downtown, and we've got some great whiskey and beer with us today. And with us, we have Reese. He's the manager here at the Great Dane downtown. We also have Caroline, and she's with Tullamore Dew, and you're the brand ambassador for the state of Wisconsin.
Yep.
We're so lucky to have you guys here today.
We're happy to be
Oh
here.
my gosh, we are so pumped.
I know, we're so pumped because,
Look at
Any
the
excuse
spread.
to drink beer and whiskey, right?
yes,
Absolutely, I love it. And so I want to know more. You guys were telling us a little bit before the show started about this do and brew pairing that's coming up here. Tell us a little bit about the concept of that and how you guys are kind of pairing up together.
So essentially, we're kind of looking into and investigating the age-old Irish tradition of enjoying a beer and a whiskey side by side.
Yeah.
So actually in Ireland, we call it a pint and a drop. If you go back to the 1800s in Ireland and look at the original distilleries, they actually used to make beer and whiskey side by side in the same building. That's because they both originate from malted barley, so we actually call them malt cousins. So then obviously they were made side by side, people will go to the pub after and drink them side by side. And they actually found that the sweetness of the ball of malt, which would be your whiskey, really complements the bitterness of the pint of plain, which would be your beer. So in Tullamore Dew, we like to call it a dew and a brew. You Americans might know it a bit, be more familiar with the term Boilermaker.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because the term Boilermaker actually originates from Irish immigrants who would have come here during the potato famine. A lot of them would have worked in the industry, construction workers, building bridges and the railroads, and they were actually known as Boilermakers. So when they went to the pub after work, of course, they'd order a pint and a drop, and the locals used to say, "I'll have what the Boilermaker's drinking." So that's actually where the term comes from. Yeah,
That is
Such incredible history.
Yes, we just got a huge history lesson.
Right?
I've been familiar with that term forever. I used to bartend for a long time, and absolutely, that was how people ordered. And this young lady obviously is from Ireland, so this is the truth here. And this is, what a great piece of information. I have a big interest in idioms and how they came to be. So thank you for that. That was lovely. So the Dew and Brew event is going to be taking place here in Madison. Please tell us when, as we want to come.
Yeah, so Jane Marr, who's the West Coast brand ambassador for Tullamore Dew, she's traveling the country on a 33-foot Tullamore Dew branded bus. So it'll be a bit of fun. You'll definitely be able to spot us.
You won't miss it.
So she started in Los Angeles on the 9th of January. She'll be finishing in New York City on the 17th of March, being St. Patrick's Day. And she'll be stopping over in Madison on the 12th of March. So it's just after the St. Patrick's Day parade here in Madison. We'll be starting here at 3 p.m. So big party, we'll have live music, obviously some great drink specials and features. And the bus will be outside, so definitely stop by if you get the chance.
Absolutely,
Oh my
we will.
gosh.
Thank you for that information.
How
Ellen,
much fun.
Are we coming?
We're there.
We're there.
It's already done.
I can't wait.
Already on my calendar. So tell us a little bit more about the Dew and Brew pairing with the Emerald Isle Stout and the O'Junior's Irish Ale.
So I guess that's for me to jump in.
Yes, please.
It's tough to follow after, such a great Irish accent, but
Hey, but
I
we
was
love
thinking
you
about
too.
coming in hot with a Wisconsin accent. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Oh, hey.
So it's super good to have a beer and a beer and a drop. But seriously, folks.
I love it.
So we like to pair these two beers with Tully. So stout's kind of a traditional Irish beer, and it's the same thing with the O'Juniors. It's not really a traditional style ale, but it's something that we make in the tradition of it. It's on nitro, similar to a Guinness. Both of them are both on nitro. Make them super quaffable, easy drinking. Quaffable.
Yeah, that's a nice
just
term.
coming in hot there.
That's right.
But they're not too heavy beers. A lot of times people think stouts are just super heavy, rich beers. They're dark. They have black malt in there, and it's not going to make it super rich. It just looks like it's going to be. It's still a sessionable beer. Both of them are super sessionable.
Okay.
So that means that you can have a shot and you can have a beer, and you're not going to end up sleeping in the rhubarb.
Well said. Sleeping in the rhubarb. This comes from a true Wisconsinite, clearly.
I've never heard that one. I'm going to use that from now
A
on.
lot of rhubarb. I think maybe that might be his own personal take on what happens, or what maybe won't happen here after
Yeah, it
we're
won't
done.
happen. No.
Oh, match
Nope.
made in heaven.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so you got some information. We've got quaffable. We've got in a session, meaning a moment in time.
Sessionable. It
in which
means you can have a few of them, and you're not going to end up in the rhubarb. Like if it's a super strong beer and you have a couple of them, your session's not going to be very long. But a beer that's a little lighter in alcohol, you'll be able to hang for a little bit longer.
Well, and I unfortunately have not been to Ireland, but I'm aware a little bit of some culture and tradition there. So being able to have a sessionable afternoon is a good thing, as well as in Wisconsin. We're
Yeah,
fans.
exactly.
So this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Okay, so tell us how the Stout and O Juniors are brewed. I mean, you touched on that a little bit, but some of the other qualities that make them, you talked about, the barley, and there's lots of different details. So maybe if you could speak
the
to
two
that
big
quickly.
things, I think, the commonality is basically the barley, And so, like with the stout, you get the nice roastiness from the barley, a little bit of black malts, gives you a touch of the bitterness, but like the roasty caramel, that'll come out well in the stout. And with the Irish ale, it's a little bit lighter, and that like the late addition of the hops in there, it'll give you like a little brightness and a little kind of floral that will pair nicely with some of the notes of the Tullamore Dew.
Floral. Okay, so Do we get to try these
Yes,
things?
one of
Okay.
Probably been staring at me the whole time.
I know, right? Okay, so suggest what's the process here? What do we do?
So what I would do is I would taste the whiskey first, so
Okay.
you can see how that tastes first by itself. I then maybe sample one of the beers and move back to the whiskey just to show how the whole experience is completely changed once you introduce the flavors of the beer.
Okay.
And it's really going to complement and bring out different flavors in your whiskey. Okay, which beer do you want to go for?
I'll do this one. I have not had that one
Okay,
before. so.
amazing. So we'll go with Tullamore Dew first, which I'm sure you're very familiar with.
I am. I do love Tully. So cheers.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
next. It's so delicious. Okay.
So
Sharing is
you'll-
caring.
Sharing's caring.
So you'll find this really brings out the citrusy flavors in the Tully when you move back to it. And maybe if you want to drink the stout,
Yeah.
so you'll find the coffee notes in the stout really bring out the
That does
spice
mix
in the Tullamore
so
Dew.
nicely. And
Ooh.
yes. And now we're
This
all
is
friends forever
wonderful.
because we're sharing a shot of Tully, right?
This is how true friendship is made, friends. Well, thank you guys
exactly
so
right.
much for being with us today. This is going to be a great event coming up, the Do and Brew. So
Absolutely.
thank you guys so
Cheers.
much. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us today. And thank you to all of our guests, and thank you for watching. You can find us next time on Girl Talk on Wisconsin's 57 Television.